Welcome to Telemetry Tuesdays, where I go in depth a little on some of the remote measurements I'm making. And in this case, still talking about that methane sensor project I'm working on. And I'm going to break down a little bit on the current structure, the near-term use case for making measurements in the lab, and then an architecture data stream for being able to make measurements remotely once this thing is deployed and monitoring methane levels remotely.
Okay, currently the setup we have is that we've got that Nordic NRF 9151, and we have the eLikens methane sensor attached to that. Simple wiring right now. And that's UART, so we've got the ground cable, 3.3 volts, receive and transmit data. And because I'm just used to working with the Raspberry Pi, I did a quick transfer. It's kind of like a bridge using a pi5. So it's up and running, and I can SSH directly to my MacBook via this connection. And this is kind of neat because, coming from a research environment, we're just used to kind of working on desktop DAC systems, and you have to kind of be located where your hardware is. With this, it's really nice because if you can establish that connection, then you can just essentially write code, update the code to the hardware, extract the data, all remotely, which is really nice. And so the goal now is going to be to eliminate the need for the Pi, use the cellular SIM capability on the NRF 9151, and just be able to connect directly to my MacBook, and essentially provide a dashboard to be able to monitor the methane levels of the sensor once it gets deployed in the field. And so I have a GitHub repo for this. Right now it's currently using this pi5 bridge. Next up is, like I said, using the cellular connection on the Nordic chip, on the Nordic board. And if that's at all helpful, if you have any feedback, please provide that in the comments.
If you need any help with remote monitoring of methane, CO2 emissions, go to the link in the description, reach out and schedule a free scoping call. We'll talk about the remote sensing needs you have and figure out a way to get you data you can trust.